And welcome back, everybody. We're back to Marie's Room, episode 2. We have two goals. One, we need to find the
need
case
to
to
find
this,
the key.
the
A
figure number for that, whatever. And we need to figure out the password for this laptop. And that's what we gotta. That's the episode. That's the goal of this episode, to figure that out and unveil more of this story. The hint for the laptop is I'm not a blank. I'm not a. I feel like there's a song that is related to that, but I can't think of what it is.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
That sounds like a song.
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
What a fucking dick.
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
March 4th. I'm going to make a mental note of that. Probably should write it down. But I don't know. I don't know.
Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
Boy, Marie. Gosh. What's gonna do? What's under the doormat again? I'm not a shadow.
I'm not a shadow person.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not a shadow person. Yes. Okay. Let's see the kitty gif. Oh, it's playing on a phone. Cuteness overload. I don't know if you guys are seeing these achievements at all. Oh, right. Oh, it's something with cats.
I just had to know. What's up with all the cats? She said she admired them. That they were who they were without any pretense. That they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them.
Oh, noble.
When
So noble.
Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days.
Oh.
She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor.
This story is going to make me so sad. I'm very certain.
Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
So she wanted a gun. Trevor killed her cat.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
Marie, it grieves me to hear that this is how you feel. Wait, hold on.
Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
So, her ex-boyfriend was stalking her. Maybe that's how you feel. I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you are alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I'd like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know if you're ready to talk. Of course, typical school bullshit for response to bullying. Of course. Now we gotta figure out the 5-digit code for that. That is probably gonna be in this long ass fucking journal. High school kid saves classmates from hunger. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it. As if I were some kind of hero, so stupid, and I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here, for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry. So I joined Food Rescue to help there. The end. Everyone satisfied? Oh, November 9th. November 17th. We had a party celebrating 3 years of Food Rescue. Everyone was there. All those happy, familiar faces. Loved it. Kelsey came in. I never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name. But everyone knows her. She's gorgeous. I surprised me. Is all. I could see the shame in her eyes as she had to accept the bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere. So I'm going to fight it with everything I've got. November 21st. Oh my God! They put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop and think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased, though. I wonder whether she remembers me from Food Rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. What the? December 4th? I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried. What else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to Food Rescue in a while, and I wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something, so I offered her my sandwich. Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project, too. I hope we make the deadline. December 22nd. Just stop! Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news on Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know, they're never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so I can forget the whole god-awful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped and I would have punched him. Scratched his eyes out. I swear, I think I could have killed him. But the other one got to me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, neither did my dad. So they never caught them. I'm not fearless. Nothing was different. We're all just matter. January 5th. We're all just matter. That's right. That's what Kelsey keeps saying. And she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb, she says. She's got nothing to lose. Bam! She didn't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me to believe that we were friends. I guess I'm a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break her neck by the way. See if I care. Damn. Every time. I love cats, but they're not afraid to be difficult. Because they're not afraid to be difficult. 28. Trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He is such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous as if. Thing is, she thinks she needs to get him to get away from all of this, but she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey, the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do all that on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself. Beep boop. February 14th. I am alone. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I finally get to see La La Land. They showed it on classic night at the theater. I went with Ben, loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her, and she pushed me away, asked me what I thought I was doing, and that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show, and her stupid cheerleader friends. She saved the ticket. February 16th. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. That La La Land night, she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it all right. But she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock? She said if I'd answer the call of Pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been over here since. Doesn't have anywhere else to go, really. Except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here right now. As I write this, she's on my bed going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. March 3rd. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That friggin' hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and told her, not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think of why. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9, because they look absolutely gorgeous, on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mommy shoes. March 17th. You may have noticed, Sweet Journal, that there are less and less F words in these pages. I'm so friggin' proud, ha! Only when I go by berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window, then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl I used to curse abundantly? Trying to extend my vocabulary here. Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute up to a certain age, but he said Mom hated it. So every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt every time, because I'd never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yep, vocabulary extension again. Every time I swore like a madman, mad woman. Must have. Fucking swear jar. She called me her friend today. I am not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. Ah, have a dream. April 9th. Kelsey is so angry at the world all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We all have different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen. Not wait for it. I told her deal again, not drugs. The cards. 11. Kelsey broke up with Trevor. Finally. She can do so much better than that total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. Fuck. I promised not to swear. So there you go. But she's done with him now. Things can only get better. April 13th. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours just to yell at me. Calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that. As if I've got her tied up in here. I now unplug the phone to go to sleep. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that, if it keeps him away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his fingers across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh. But he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. These are good times to make me forget. All my troubles seem to go far away. Wait a minute. Is that a song? Kelsey took me night swimming in Mr. Jones's pool. I was scared shitless for the first time. But, 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill, best nights ever. Took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike, because it ain't cool. Our rides are the best. Part of the day from now, on this day, we rode them through Mr. Jones's orange grove in broad daylight. Get them in a basket full of golden oranges. I don't think about getting caught. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops. But they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump on the head. Didn't do her any good. Fuck. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt. Of course, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. No. I can't sit and watch. I have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone. I don't know what to do anymore. It's protection, you know? Isn't it what they say? Isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me his totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town. Somewhere a little shady, I admit, but with Trevor lurking around, I'll take my chances. There's been another home invasion. Just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house. I suppose it was him in our house. I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big. But Kelsey says it isn't true. That Trevor is a bastard, but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at such a torn shirt, I think she might be in denial. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. July 7th. We need this. Beer, water, and oranges, like so many nights before. Trevor. No, I am not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named. Not today. So that... wow. So I think I figured it out. 3. 4. 9. 3, 4, 9. 5. 3. 4. 9. 5. Nothing. 3, 4, 9, 5.
That's Marie's
4.
birthday.
3, 4, 9, 5, 4.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
How do I... oh. 3, 4, 9, 5.
Wrong combination. She must have written it down. She must have written... Yay!
1?
Good work, Kelsey.
Right. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That's where the gun is.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
What a story. I hate to think twisted fucks like that actually exist. Oh.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Alright, well, are there actually going to be other people in this game? I'm going to take a quick moment just to go downstairs before I end this episode. This is a very long episode. Use the room. Wait, was that it? I finished the game already? So, there's a part of, I forgot, I missed at the end of the game. There was a point where I could have read the journal, but I decided not to do it because I was really pressed for time. But then, came back and I decided, wait, there was an part of the journal that I couldn't read before, and here we are at it. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died. Because of me and my inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never really knew her. It turned out it's all been bullshit, and I am so stupid. I should have realized it at La La night and walked away for good. Because someone died, Right in this room, I made him die. I pulled a trigger. I made a bullet pierce his head. I made his blood soak the carpet, drip through the cracks into the floor where it will remain forever. I bear witness to what I am capable of. I can't stay here. Am I the same? I don't know anymore. I have to fix this. Fix me. Away from her. I have to focus on the positives in my life and stop questioning myself. Why did she do it? Why did I do it? Did I deserve this? Am I an evil person? A killer? I shot him in the head for Christ's sake. I could have gone for his leg. Dad calls them intrusive thoughts. I say they're all true. I say that they're the truth. I am stronger than I look. I can do this. I will go up north to Uncle George, as Dad suggested. Nice and cool up there. I'll be able to think and finish high school. Oh, I thought they were in college for some reason. I'm leaving this journal here because I need a clean slate and fresh pages. I'm sorry, dear diary. Maybe I'll send for you someday when all this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. This is the end. So that's the end. I don't know if it really adds that much, but no, I think it does a little. It does add a bit more to the story. Just out of curiosity. Jesus, I was here for like 2 hours.
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. No, that's.
I was just seeing if I could do a little more. All right, back to the end of my show. That was the shortest narration I've ever seen in a game. This was less than an hour. Wow. Well, I will say that was a pretty well-written story. Not sure what to really think of it. I've never really played something like that. I mean, I love games that really have a really rich environment. That story that can be told by exploring the environment. That was a dark story. And honestly, it better not be the end of that story. I'll be really upset if that is the end of the story. But, you know what? We're done. I'm at 25 minutes now. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Marie's Room. Hopefully there'll be more content to come. But until then, we're done for today. Have a good one, everybody. It is, 9:30 right now, so I'm going to say goodnight.